Hi all, welcome to my game week 66 squads. We have 62 in all. It'll be about 50 odds I'll actually be playing because we've just not been able to sort out keepers this week, and it's just been the way it is. 65 we just ran the beginner squad because we ran NC. 64 was more serious because we actually had more in effect with like Spain and MLS and stuff, but 6 essence from there. So obviously if you've been wondering why we've had a bit of a lack of content, that's just we've been caught with a lot of things. So we've got an in-season anti-stacks, 2 classic squads. Mill was just basically nullified that team right off the bat. La Liga is all fine across the board, so I'm quite excited for them. It's just a case of Rubio actually plays really, I think, for a couple of the teams. That's going to dictate see how the Betis lads do over the weekend. Bundesliga problems is just online just haven't had time to sort out a fresh keeper, which was my own fault because we did try. Folk weren't giving us what we were basically trying to do swaps. It was like Omlins, like someone offered like it was like you're getting silly cash offers, and then it was like all I'm wanting is just a swap, and I wasn't getting it, so I was like, I'm not going to stress really. MLS all fine. Good to see that this is now a 4-man. I'll get sorted with Tubbs and bring someone fresh in. Alvarez starting to now seem getting a bit more game time is encouraging. Polster I will sort out as well. But if that can become a 5-man as well, it would be helpful. Especially when the classic teams I have quite good faith with and have been solid. Especially when that's in Division 1 and has potential. This has potential if it all clicked. But we'll get there. We will get there. That is without a shadow of a doubt. This excites me for a warm-up squad. See what that brings. Champ squad, we just, I think, almost kind of consigned to giving up on getting rare champion keepers. Butez, Larsenur, these guys are probably the cheapest in Guaita. I'll have a look, see what I can find, and maybe squeeze somebody. But across the board, bringing King into that squad's banner. When I could have put him here and put Rubel instead, but thought I want to give this team a serious chance, and I thought this gives it a serious chance. But we'll wait and see. Atalanta lads all together, Jamitsi, Zappacosta, the Rune, and you're throwing it in with Lecomte and Laborde. That's like just saying to yourself, like, what are you doing, man? Then the Fruity Look, as it's known as, the warm-up squad, Petrovic. Him, if he keeps the clean sheet, this has potential because Matsima, Mbappe, and Kimmich, I feel, will all have a field day. Sierra, if he starts and can put some form in, would be nice. Then across the board for our squads in Challenger, all look solid. It just depends if Collison starts in this team, that is the big question. But all in all, generally happy. Spent a bit of time trying to make sure that they're all hunky dory, and like getting Trincao in now is going to be like game changing in this area of the squads. Having like a top tier attacker for Challenger, like to have him is a game breaker for me. It's just having other quality players around them. That's what's going to be key. Like when I look at it, I maybe wish I'd went put Lansana here, but I thought when I was looking at who's playing who, I thought Halilovic maybe and Fosso maybe being a better swap, but Halilovic, this is the kind of game that he can turn up in, so we'll wait and see on that part. Classic squads all have potential. Like Colette and Kirsten could put big numbers. Venta could get big numbers against Arcasay, and that's coming from someone that has like the Arcasay lads as well in effect across the board as well, so that's going to be fun in games. This has a serious potential if Lauritsen pops off, but goes back to the argument, if we've got Fortuna, Sparta, Rotterdam, Arcasay, if you've got players battling against each other, it makes it all the more interesting on how teams could perform. Then our contender squads, we've got the Hibs lads in full effect across the board as best as we can. They're all starters. from like a beta currently in the moment, so he takes over that slot over like a Nicky Cadden. Minute Cadden's fully fit, Smith, Kono, Simon Murray, Rocky, Cadden or Iredale would be a solid 5 to have. KGH not playing today, which was brutal, and not playing this game week is hurting, so but as a 4-man we're just going to have to bite our tongue and hope for the best. Yanez being suspended is just banter as well. It's just basically a non-existent classic team now. What can you do? What can you do? It's just brutal. Then Naito, Amisa getting used well across the board. This actually has fun potential. Depends what Silla can do, I suppose, in that one. Then our classic squads, this has serious potential, that has serious potential, and that has serious potential. Like, to see 3 classic squads that have serious potential is quite rare to say, and folk would say, oh, how is it? It's like when you break the teams down, like, yes, it's a Vispa v Makeda, but Murakami can get massive A just from saves. It's like if he can get massive A, not keep a clean sheet and still has 35, you could get like 70 or 80 points off the back because he's on like 12%. Bigas can get big numbers, Dawan gets big numbers, Shoji gets big numbers, Suarez gets big numbers. So see what happens. This has serious potential. 75 from Lau was a great start. Barco could probably get 150 on his Todd, even just without the captain's bonus. If you could get that, that would be ideal, but obviously not. Under 23s, Bazuna getting a chance to be fed into these is encouraging, so I'm excited to see what he can do. Realistically, I should have put him here, made this like the main team, but even this team has a chance. It all depends with like what Hansen does. But Richinell in this team's got a chance. Mitchell, I'm intrigued to see what his rare can do for me. Well, obviously the super rare is what we're trying to sort out at the moment. We've got cheap anyway, so what will be funny is what's funny with this under 23 squad is we had it in Division 5, Division 4 not that long ago, managed to get to Division 1 with it, then done the changes and put it to Division 2, got it back to Division 1, and then we've managed to drop it all the way back down to Division 3. I'd actually laugh if before the end of the season if this gets back into Division 1. Then under 23 team, interesting, so it's 2-1 while we've been checking the scores. So yeah, Petrovic is on 63 without a clean sheet. Not bad. Would have had nearly 100 if he did. Cherky just no goals or decisives. But yeah, Testament and Virtue at the midfields tonight. That's what hurt me a little bit. Never mind. Then our All-Star special squads. See what they bring. Yanni's not playing brutal, but seeing Uzini back into a squad is encouraging because we'll hopefully get him into MLS squads properly. This team has potential, even with Cherky not fully firing. If he'd got the goal or an assist, this would have been in a solid position, but see what happens. Long way to go, of course, in the grand scheme of things. But as we've said, the aim really now is I'm going to go through the gallery, sort out who I want to keep, don't want to keep, all that kind of good stuff. Put to do a bit of like overhauling, and take it from there. Got that as a freebie, but and then same with like my rares, just see what I want to keep. Like as we said, we got Matteo Les, our last player. Filipovic was to use up the to get the last crafting, and like Yamakawa we're trying to sell, but it's not going to be easy. But KGH is going to be out the door just as quick now because I didn't expect him to be dropped, and I kind of need to have rare contender keepers playing, so I'll probably look in J1 again. Like KGH and Murakami were the two would have had anyway, so but Mitchell, as I say, we paid like £3. Eve keeps changing crews. £3.50 was what it said on my thing. Person was willing to take. We've got him up for 15. He's literally the pops up centre screen for under 23s, for super rares, and for like most relevant. So I tried 10 initially. I thought put him up for 15 and see if somebody's willing to nab it. I've offered them all the like bot accounts. None of them's taken it. And some of the other trading accounts that take cards, they've literally been like, oh, your offer is too low, and I'm like, really, we're playing this card, and that's like if the card is like, I say £10 to £12, and I'm like, it's like literally just a straight swap is what I'm trying to do. So I'll see what people have got, and I'll maybe try and use that as like a leverage. Still try to get short in Evers, but I've kind of just given up the ghost now. I think he's just going to be somebody we'll keep. Essence wise at the moment, 6 essence, 9 eyes, 1, pardon me, I'm yawning. 9 limited essence is neutral, champion, or liga. Rare is obviously just going to be contender, and super rare is under 23s mostly, so it'll all be neutral. So it was just a pity we didn't get 10 in the end, because we could have maybe made something work, but I wasn't going to spend 40 quid just to get 10 essence and probably get a free quid card back in return. But yeah, see what happens. Long way to go. Like we're up to like 11k in XP, not really fast. Could go nuts on boosting some players, like for example Trincao. I could just go nuts on and just be like, but at the same time not really stressed. If you're still getting playing XP, then I'll do it, but I'll have a look. But yeah, all in all, match daily missions, I've just got to remember and do decisives. I've always got to try and remember that. But as we say as well, with these, big fan of that, $10 in credits, we'll try hardest to try and get that for next game week. Obviously Premier League's back in effect, so if we can get a Premier League player making an error like to go, which does happen for us, we get quite consistently for not just Prem but all leagues, we've got a chance. But all in all, we'll see what happens and we'll take it from there. So have a good one, folks. Let me know how your galleries are looking and what prep you're doing between now and the end of the season. If you're doing any summer prep, have a good one, folks. Take it easy all, and I'll catch you all later.